Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20, and today I'm going to be featuring a mod for Minecraft, one of them called IndustrialCraft, and one of them called BuildCraft. IndustrialCraft adds a bunch of machines to the game and power generation, and BuildCraft adds pipes and a couple other neat little machines that I'll show you guys later. So right now I'm going to bring you into a room that has some of the machines I built in my house. This is the machine room. A basic gist of how these machines work is this first machine here is called a Mfe Transmitter. It stores power, which is receiving from a wire that is not right now visible. It's coming in from the outside. And then it distributes power to the machines in the room. Right now it has 60,000 units of power. It's basically full. These three machines are called macerators. What they do is you place an ore in the machine and it starts to process it. Once the processing is done, you have two dusts. So that was tin ore, and it broke it down into two tin dusts. Tin is a new material added into Minecraft using IndustrialCraft. These three machines are in electrical furnaces. They basically work just like a regular furnace, but they use electrical power instead of coal, so you don't need to use materials to cook things. And you can turn your tin dust in here into a tin bar. So basically, with the macerator, you can double the income from mining. These last few machines, there's an extractor here, which is used to get rubber out of wood, which is used to create wires. Recyclers, you can basically take any item that you don't need, like gravel for example, and it has a random chance to turn into scrap. It's about 1 in 8 that it'll create a piece of scrap. And then you can combine 9 pieces of scrap and it'll make an item that will pretty much just give you a random item in the game. It's just kind of a neat way to get rid of the junk you don't need. This is a compressor used for some of the more advanced recipes in the game, and these two items are crystal chargers. Crystals store a lot of energy and are used for some of the more advanced items, such as the mining laser, which I'll demo for you guys in a little bit. It's pretty neat. And crystal chargers are basically used to recharge items that use crystals as a power source. So I talked about power in the game, but what is power in IndustrialCraft? Basically, long story short, power comes from a couple different sources. There's a new item called uranium in the game. You can build nuclear reactors to take advantage of the uranium. You can build regular generators that run off coal. You can build geothermal generators that run off lava. And these are, out here, solar generators, which basically, solar generators generate power while the sun is out. So you can look, because the sun's out, this little glow thing is up, letting you know that this solar collector is creating energy. If we come down underneath here, we can see a wire connected to these solar generators. If you look real quick and count, there's actually 13 generators here in a little circle. And if I take this item, an EC manipulator is used to measure current through a wire. You can see right now because my computer's lagging, it's measuring extra amounts. But basically it's tripling the amount of power coming out here because of the lag generated from fraps. But realistically there's 13 energy per second coming through this wire. I just turned off fraps for a second and you can see there's actually 13 energy per second. This wire runs underground, which I'll take you to now. This is another solar collector doing about 13 energy per second. Back in my machine room, I'll open up this switch, just using a piston to open up something downstairs that leads to my power distribution room. Energy's coming in from my solar collectors on this wire, and is going into another storage unit, storing 60,000. That storage unit is bringing this wire down and into this storage unit, which is a much more powerful storage unit. It stores 3 million energy. And then, long story short, more power coming in from the other solar generators coming down this wire. Everything is being collected into another massive storage unit, which is then distributed through wires to the machines upstairs in my room. So you can see those machines are getting power up there. There's a lot more to the IndustrialCraft mod. I really recommend checking it out. There's a bunch of neat little items that you can get. You can see I've got some extra armor here, Nano Suits, and mining lasers. I'll demo those real quick for you guys. Stepping outside my house, I have a mining drill, which basically just mines a lot faster than a pickaxe. It mines everything very quickly. I have a mining laser, which has a bit of a shortish range that shoots a block that will mine anything it touches. Really kind of nice. And the Nano Suit allows you to run faster by holding control and jump higher by holding control, as opposed to the normal jumping and moving. Both of those items took a significant amount of materials to build, so it's not like totally overpowering. Plus they, you can see here, they have an energy amount. Once this energy gets low, you have to recharge it in a crystal charger. And now let's move on to the next room. This is featuring the BuildCraft mod. BuildCraft allows you to create pipes that basically automate some systems. There's a bunch of different pipes you can build. These are wooden pipes, cobblestone pipes, gold pipes. They all have a feature, a certain ability that they let you use. These are iron pipes. BuildCraft is a totally separate mod from IndustrialCraft, but the two mods work really nicely together. Basically, a wooden pipe extracts items from a chest, or in this case, macerators. It'll float the item up. A gold pipe accelerates the item to make it move a little faster. A diamond pipe is a sorting pipe. It basically lets you build a system that tells you what exits go out. So you can see there's a gold exit, a green exit, and a black exit on this pipe. Anything that is in the yellow section of the interface here will go out the yellow exit to the left. Anything that would be in the green would go out to the right. A better example here would be this diamond pipe. So you can see I have it set so that copper ore goes out the blue, tin ore goes out the red, and iron ore goes out the black. So blue, black, and red exits, and then head down into my macerators. So basically this system is built so that cobblestone and sand go to the left, and any ores go to the right. Then heading down, we've got macerators, which will chew up the ore into dusts. Once the macerators are done with them, they're outputted again through the wooden pipes, collected up, and all the dust is sent up through this piping system. A iron pipe basically has one output and any number of inputs. That's the clear side here. So anything that comes in through these pipes will only exit out to the right side here, because that's the side that's clear. You can change that by clicking on it. Then my dusts continue to travel down to my furnaces. And there's a similar iron pipe here that basically says dusts go into, one each furnace. They'll be collected in the furnaces, cooked into iron bars, and then output through the wooden pipes, back again, up into this chest here. So let's see it all in action once I go sleep through the night. One more pipe I forgot to mention, there's another mod called Extra BuildCraft Pipes. It adds a couple more pipes that aren't in the standard BuildCraft. These green pipes here will pretty much set it up so that anything coming through will try to go into an item collector, and if not, it'll filter back through the pipes. So this way it'll keep it in the system until it eventually gets cooked. Otherwise, there could be some backlog, and those items would just get stuck in the system. So let's check out some practical use here. I'm going to put a couple pieces of iron, a couple pieces of tin, and some copper ore. You can see that the chest is already being emptied by the wooden pipe, which is extracting items and sending them into our piping system. Once items reach the gold pipe, they're quickly accelerated up the system and sent through the green ring because these are ores, and I want them to go into my macerator. The iron pipe forces them to go down, and then they're separated into their respective items by the diamond pipe. They're now in the macerator getting chewed up and are being output into the wooden system. All the dusts are now being collected and sent up the gold pipe and over to my furnaces. The furnaces are cooking the dusts into ore, and the ore is being output from the furnaces. And then send up the pipe system, ore is being deposited into the chest. I'll also throw a few cobblestone and some sand in there. So here's the final products going through. All the last of those are going through. The cobblestone and sand I put into the system are going to be sent up through the yellow side and directly over to the furnaces. They don't need to go through a macerator. And then the output is smooth stone and glass. And if I head over to my chest here, you can see all the final products. So basically, after I've done mining, I dump all my ores in here, come back a few minutes later, and I should have all this good stuff. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll catch y'all later. Before I sign off here, I'm just going to recommend that you guys check out the IndustrialCraft and BuildCraft mods. They're really a lot of fun and add a lot of neat things to Minecraft. You can just find them by Googling or looking on the Minecraft forums. The mod creators did some excellent work, so kudos to them. Alright, have a good night.